So today I have a Saab 2011, one of the last Saab 93 Sport Combi. The last one actually it was in 2012. So the one I have today is 2011, and I'm gonna show you some of the problems you're gonna face if you have a Saab car. So this is a Saab Sport Combi 2011. As you see, it doesn't have a rack on top, unlike the 2008 Aero. It has a sports rack on top, and finishing on the bumper, the chrome finishing is different than the 2011. The 2008 Aero came with 17-inch mag wheel, and the 2011 it came with 16-inch mag wheel. 2-liter engine, Saab 2-liter engine, and the blue one is a 6-cylinder engine, which is much more powerful than this one. So the first problem that this car has, the first thing is, if you look at the dash, and I open the ignition, and you notice the speedometer. The speedometer, it says 10 kilometers per hour, but the car is not moving. So basically, when you're driving this car, if you're going 40, it's you're going 50. I haven't seen many problems like this before. This could happen once in a while, but it's not a common problem. So the second problem, the handbrake is way too high on this car, so it needs some adjustment. So that's part of the maintenance of the car. It needs some adjustment. Of course, you check your rear brakes before you do an adjustment. The third problem is when you wash the windshield washer, and then you're gonna see it's spraying only on the left side, and on the right side there's nothing coming out. And you see the spray is coming out from behind the hood. Actually, it's spraying on the engine. So all the washer fluid is going on the engine. So basically it needs a new washer jet. That's a MacGyver style. So the other problem this car has right now is the rear wiper. The rear wiper motor stopped working, so the wiper motor is seized up. Did I use it for a long time? The car is parked for a long time or something, so the wiper motor is seized up, so it needs another wiper motor. And before that, this car I had to replace the vacuum pump over there for the brake, because it was leaking a lot of oil. And other issues with this car, you could have oil leak, overflow from the power steering fluid. The oil from the engine can make its way through the seal and ends up in the tank, and it comes out of the tank. So you have to remove the power steering pump completely and change the shaft seal. And of course the ECU problems. Under here you have an ECU. Sometimes they do fail, but basically the cars that is driven in very hot weather, are more affected. Depends which state you're driving the car. If you are in Arizona, I'm sure your ECUs, they go bad more often. Because it's on the manifold, and the heat from the engine it's transferred to the ECU and it's gonna break. And then you have maintenance stuff. You have to change the cabin filter once in a while, and maybe wash your radiator in the front. You can see the AC condenser is not in very good shape right now. The AC condenser is the lower part actually is blocked from the road, because the gravel that hits the condenser underneath, it damages the condenser and it blocks the condenser. But it's a good idea if you can wash your condenser once in a while with a garden hose with some pressure, and at least you can remove some of the dust and dirt from the condenser. Besides the suspension, like maintenance stuff, like shock absorbers, coil springs, and table control arms and stuff like that. Actually, this car had needed another downpipe, the flex pipe. This one comes with 2 catalytic converters, so the second one was, the flex pipe was leaking, so you have to change that. So basically, it is a nice car to drive. It has a lot of space. This is the 9.3 2011 Sport Combi, and that one is 9.3 2008 Sport Combi.